Thanks, Natalie. Looks like a nightmarish wonderland. Here's things that don't make sense. Does the baseball stadium have to blast terrible music every day I walk back to my dorm? I don't think anyone minds that you play music to liven up the atmosphere, but I'd rather hear steel drums than girls just want to have fun.
Beg to differ. I love girls just want to have fun.
Yeah, whatever. But anyways, would it kill you to put on some Foo Fighters? People who sit on the machines at the gym and don't work out, or girls who walk briskly on the treadmills? I know the cliche is showing up is half the battle, but that really doesn't count for burning fat or building up muscle. You have to actually use the equipment and get sweaty and tired to see and feel results. There are those of us who would actually like to use the treadmill that you're wasting. Salsa Rico, why do you have to nickel and dime students for extra toppings like guacamole? Don't you get enough money from our meal exchange plans every semester? Better yet, why do all the establishments offer food that isn't compatible with the meal exchange? From a business management standpoint, that's pretty stupid considering how much produce that probably goes to waste. Not sure if you noticed this either, but just as a fun experiment, try going to any one of the food places on campus and order something that they show on their menu that isn't offered on the meal exchange. I'll bet they don't know how to make it.
At UT Landscaping, do we really need to use sulfur water to hydrate campus? We know that UT's palm trees and beautiful flowers are our school's biggest selling point. But do you really need to do it with water that smells like puppy farts?
If you're an avid gamer like me, you'd have a lot to look forward to this season. Some of the highlights include Assassin's Creed 3, Halo 4, and Black Ops 2. Also, if you're a movie buff like me, Steven Spielberg's biopic Lincoln and James Bond's Skyfall are good picks. Kevin has a scoop about Black Ops 2.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to play one of the most anticipated games of the year, Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is fundamentally the same as any other Call of Duty you're going to play. However, Treyarch did add a few things. Call of Duty Black Ops 2's campaign takes place in the year 2025. You play as David Mason, Alex Mason's son from the original Call of Duty Black Ops, and your goal is to defeat a psychopath who has hijacked control of the US drone army. The game has multiple flashbacks in which you go back in time and play as Alex Mason. The game likes to mess around with the original story a little bit, but if you're willing to accept it and invest yourself in the story is really good and very rewarding. The campaign is actually quite different than any other Call of Duty game. It offers choice and Strike Force missions. Strike Force missions are missions that you can fail and will alter the ending of the game. Now on the multiplayer. Multiplayer, fundamentally, gameplay-wise, is the same as any other Call of Duty, like you would expect. However, I did enjoy it quite a bit. The guns are different, fun to play with. Created class system is much better than it's ever been. Helps you tune it towards your own style. But what I really like about the multiplayer is the maps. The terrains are much different than I've experienced in any previous Call of Duty game, which makes the multiplayer still enjoyable. Zombies is now much bigger, including its own campaign and story mode. For those of you who have followed the Easter eggs in the previous zombie maps, you'll get a lot out of this game. And a multiplayer mode called Grief, where 4 people versus 4 other people and try to survive the longest 8 people on the same map. All in all, I'd give this game a solid 8.5 or 9 out of 10. Definitely a little different than previous Call of Duties. At its core, it's the same, but it's still a ton of fun to play. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Back to you guys.
Well, that's all we have time for tonight. We hope that your finals go well and you have a fun and relaxing winter break. Happy holidays, and we'll see you in 2013. I'm Paige Daly.
And I'm Nolan Tajin. Though before we go, however, we'd like to leave you with the musical stylings of the men of Phi Mu Alpha Sinfonia, performing Summer Song. Take it away.
hours meld into summer days, while minutes melt toward their separate ways. Sun turns to moon, moon turns into gray. My time with you slowly fades away. It's warm now, it's warm in your arms, your arms. It's warm now, it's warm in your arms, your arms. But by August 16th, I'll be freezing to death without you. A couple months passed while I was sleeping again. A couple more weeks till the summer ends. Like they asked us to leave, but we've just moved in. A little more time and we can find the rent. It's warm now, it's warm in your arms, your arms. It's warm now, it's warm in your arms, your arms. But by August 16th, I'll be freezing to death.